Welcome back to another edition of the B4evaKool Podcast. My name is Rex45, and today we have Nomad on two wheels checking in from somewhere in the world. Welcome to the show, man, and tell us where you are.
Yeah, I'm actually in Congo right now. I'm in the Republic of Congo at the moment. So Brazzaville, which is the capital here in the Congo. So not to be mistaken with the DRC. There's Democratic Republic of Congo, then there's Republic of Congo. So I'm actually in Republic of Congo. Yeah.
No kidding. I don't think I noted it was a different.
Yeah, so and there's a massive difference in regards to events that goes on. So the DRC is like what you would normally see on the news all the time. So that's usually like, what's going on right now along the borders of Rwanda and Burundi, and then the Republic of Congo is like super nice. It's like really cool, really nice. Don't get me wrong, they're the same people. Yeah. There's just a line drawn to the middle of it. That's all.
Okay, gotcha. I was going to say they're neighboring, but yeah, I'm looking at it now. I got to put the spectacles on to get a close up.
And I'm in Brazzaville. So the capital of DRC is Kinshasa, and then the capital of Republic of Congo is Brazzaville.
Okay, yeah, looking at that population, about 6 million people.
Yeah.
And how have things been so far? Last time we chatted, you were on the west coast side, right, of the continent.
I was on the east. Well, I was in the middle, kind of in the middle. Yeah. I was in Namibia. Was it Namibia the last time we spoke? I think I was in Zimbabwe.
Okay.
Yeah, I was in Zimbabwe. If I'm not mistaken.
Listen, you would know better than me. And so you were trying to you had to turn around and go to the other side to get squared away with all the passport and visa stuff.
Yeah, so I had to go to Namibia and get everything situated, and then get the brakes on the bike situated. And once I did that, I just started heading north. So now I went through from Namibia, I went through Angola, I went through DRC, and now I'm here in Republic of Congo.
Okay. And so how was it going through Angola and the DRC part of Congo?
Angola's actually quite nice. Angola, and it's crazy because Angola was like the first country in Africa that I went to where I did not speak any other language.
Oh.
So they speak Portuguese.
Okay.
So So because they spoke Portuguese, I was only able to communicate with them in Spanish because I learned Spanish. But I couldn't understand them, but they could understand me if I spoke Spanish to them. So,
interesting.
But when they spoke to me, I had no idea what they were saying. So, so that was an eye opener. Like getting to a country where I couldn't speak the language was just like, wow. And then I ended up going into DRC when they speak French. So I really was lost because I don't speak a lick of French at all, not one bit. So it's just Google Translate the entire time.
Okay.
And
so how long did you stay in Angola before you went to the DRC?
I was in Angola for about 2 weeks. I stayed along the coast, and it's a beautiful country. Beautiful country. People there are really nice. I was warned about Angola quite a bit. So everyone said, "Watch out in Angola; it's bad." But people were really friendly. Everyone was really nice. I had no issues. They're kind of up and coming with tourism. In the beginning, they weren't really accepting much tourism, but I feel like now that they're that tourism is coming in more.
Okay.
That they're just a lot more accepting to it. So
Gotcha.
they're still a little backwards on some things, but yeah. And then there was DRC. So DRC, I got the visa for DRC, and then I didn't plan on being in DRC for that long,
Okay.
because of the stuff that's going on there, and so I ended up only being in DRC for one night, really.
Oh wow.
Yeah, because right on the if you go far west from Angola to DRC and then to Republic of Congo, there's like a little piece of DRC that you have to cross, and it only takes so it only takes about like 4 or 5 hours to get across that.
Got
So,
you. Yeah, I'm looking at that now on the map, and wow. And so do when you got your visa? You got your visa at the border?
No, I had to go to the embassy. I went to the embassy in Namibia.
Okay.
And I went. So a lot of this right now going forward is going to be all about waiting for visas, because I had to get a visa for Nigeria, I had to get a visa for Ghana, I had to get a visa for Togo, Benin. So all those countries I have to get visas for, and they're not cheap. They're like at least $100 each.
Right. And do you go to the U.S. embassy or their
normally
local embassy?
I'll go to an embassy of the country that I'm going to. So if I'm going to the Nigerian, if I need a visa for Nigeria, and I'm in Namibia, I'll go to the Nigerian embassy
in Namibia.
In Namibia, yeah.
So it's very important for embassies to be countries for people, right?
Yeah, man, yeah, because it's a lot of it's actually a lot. It's really annoying, like it's the fact that you have to go through this process. But I mean, I guess at the end of the day, that's just kind of how it is.
Right.
You can't get the visas at the border. So
I was going to ask that. Yeah.
Or they have visas online. Some countries are just not really up to date like that with doing the online process.
Right.
So the only other alternative is to go to an embassy and apply for it. And while you apply for it, they hold on to your passport, and it might take 5 days for them to approve it. So you're just sitting there in the hotel, just waiting for your visa to be approved. So
and do they give you a day to come back, or do you have to go check in every 2 days just to say, hey?
You would think they would give you a date to come back, or I should say this. Yes, they definitely give you a day to come back, but when you get there, it's probably won't be finished.
Wow.
Yeah. Or it was probably finished 2 days ago. So.
Okay. and how much scrutiny do they give you? Because you're traveling on two wheels, and they ask you what you're trying to do, and you're like, I'm just trying to get it, to the other country.
Yeah, it's funny because it's funny you asked that. When I went to go apply for the visa for Democratic Republic of Congo, the guy's like, I took a little interview with the guy at the embassy, and he's like, so why do you want to go to the DRC? And I'm like, well, I'm like, well, I know it's a beautiful country.
That's a good way to start.
I gotta, and I was like, honestly, I'm heading north, and I'm riding my motorcycle heading north. And he's like, he pauses. He's just like, you're heading north? You're on your motorcycle? Wait a minute, you got here on a motorcycle? I was like, yes. He's like, where are you going on your motorcycle? I was like, I'm going to Europe. He's just like, why? he's just looking at me like, why would somebody do that? It was like, oh, is it a paid sponsorship? I was like, no, no, just my own will. I just want to do it, explore. And he's like, why would you do this? And I was like, so I can explore the world and meet people like yourself.
There you go.
Yeah.
What do you say to that?
Yeah, he just laughed. He just laughed it off. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. And did you tell him that you started in the US?
Yeah. I started in the US, and then he came out and looked at me. He looked at my motorcycle. He was like, wow. He was just like, oh, you rode this all the way from the US. You rode through Central America, South America, and just like, oh, nice. Yeah, he was like really shocked. He was really shocked.
And let me ask, I don't know, they say there's no stupid questions, but could you have gone, bypass the DRC to get a visa for like the Republic of Congo and just kind of just drove through DRC without a visa, or it's you can't be on their land without a visa?
Yeah, you can. They're gonna look in your passport, and if you don't have that sticker in your passport, then they're gonna be like, you need a visa. And we can't give you a visa here at the border, so you're gonna have to go somewhere else and get a visa. Yeah.
So you got a visa for 5 hours?
Yes, $230 for 5 hours.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
No, I'm thinking about it. It's just kind of like, and I get it, right? Because they have to treat everyone the same, and stuff like that. But you're literally telling the guy, hey, look, I'm only cutting through your country, and I need a visa for this. And so do they give you like a 2-week visa or a 1-day visa?
No, it's actually a transit visa. So yeah, transit visa is only 7 days. So it's like, yeah, you had 7 days to get through the country. So yeah.
And going through the section you went through, did you see any of the chaos or any issues that people are talking about? Oh, that's going on today.
Not really, because where I was, that was the western border. Everything that's going on is on the eastern border, so it's near like Rwanda, Uganda,
Tanzania.
Burundi. Yeah, so everything that's going on is like over there on that side. And the guy, as a matter of fact, the guy at the embassy, when I was getting the visa, he said to me, he's like, listen, when you go through DRC, stay towards Kinshasa, or stay towards, the western side. Do not go past Kinshasa. Don't go to the middle of DRC. Don't go to the east side of DRC. So he just was telling me, just stay on the west side because it's a lot safer. So, and it's also funny because so there's like a checkpoint at, like, I would say, and within the 4 to 5 hours that I rode through DRC, yeah, they all thought that I was they all thought that I was Congolese. Every one of the checkpoints thought I was Congolese. They were like, oh, I told him, no, I'm American. And he was like, you're Congolese. I'm like, I was like, what? I was like, no, I'm not. No.
What up, dog? Man. Nah, man. Nah.
Yeah. And they wanted to like search me, and they were just wondering like, they're asking me all these questions. Where are you coming from? Let me see your passport. They wanted to go through my stuff. Then once I convinced them that I was American, then they would just ask me for money.
Oh.
Yeah.
And so does the passport says I'm American? Is that the thing that you show? And how do you know that they're the law versus just people that's just trying to just get some cash?
Yeah. I mean, I think with that, I think they have their uniforms on. They're definitely authorities.
Machine guns.
Yeah. They got their. I mean, I've definitely come across some roadblocks where the people were just wearing street clothes. And you're just well, I'm not going to stop here. So it's just, I mean, that happens a lot in like Mexico.
Oh, no kidding.
That's with the cartel. Yeah. So you see like, especially the kids will have like, they'll be like,
I can see that.
17, 18-year-old kid. And then, they're driving a pickup truck and they're blocking the street, things like that, and they're stopping everybody and asking them to pay a toll, that kind of shit. So that happens. That's when you come across a cartel and
gotcha.
Yeah.
And so, but how were you able to get out of giving them money, or did you have to kind of tip them to kind of keep it moving?
To be honest, I never actually gave them any money. I just look at them and was like, I don't have any cash. And then it was like, they would be like, you have dollars. And I was like, oh, I don't actually. I kind of don't have dollars on me. So I ran out of dollars. I've been on the road.
You see what I'm riding?
So, honestly, I would just kind of spark up a conversation with the one guy that speaks English.
Gotcha.
And I would do my best to get him to smile. I'll talk about like soccer or something. I'll be like Man United or Chelsea or something. So like, like I'll just spark up some kind of conversation and then he'd be like, oh, what do Americans know about soccer? I'm just like, well, not much, but
not much because I can't afford anything. So
yeah. But yeah, my experience through I tell you this. So when I got to the border, I got through DRC and I got to the other side of DRC.
Before you go, your visa, is it for both the Republic of Congo and DRC or just
they're separate.
So then inside of Congo, you have to now get a visa for the Republic of Congo?
Yeah, so I actually got both of them when I was in Namibia.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. I got both of them when I was in Namibia. And that's kind of the situation now is like I have to get visas for countries like well ahead of where I am.
Right.
And time it. Do the timing correctly so that when I get there for the date that I said I was going to be there. Like for instance, like right now I'm trying to get a visa for Ghana, and Ghana is like way up the west coast of Africa right now. So like that's literally like 6 countries away. So so you just have to plan in advance with the visas and all that stuff.
Okay, so when you got to the border of the DRC.
Yes, so when I got to the border, so the process when you leave a country, they are supposed to stamp your passport to exit. You get a stamp to exit. That's all they have to do is stamp the passport to exit. The border closes at 5:00. Oh. I got to the border at 4:15 of Congo.
Yeah.
And these dudes, they held my passport for an hour, waited for the gates to close, and then told me that I couldn't leave because the other country will not receive me because the gates are closed.
Oh man.
I had to sleep outside at the border, outside the gates.
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious. I was so pissed. I said to the guy, I mean, obviously he spoke French, and I said to him, I was just like, why did you hold on to my passport for so long? And then he just looks at me, he gives you that dead stare, like,
I can.
Yeah. It's like, oh, it's Angola. It's whatever the other country. He's just blaming on them for I don't know what, but he held on to my passport the entire time, and I just sat in the chair just waiting for them to stamp my passport, and they didn't stamp it.
Wow! And then now, are they open for 24 hours, or they're closed? They go home. They turn the lights off and say, "See you tomorrow." Yeah.
They closed. They closed the gate. They locked everything up. And I'm in a border town right now. The border towns are usually shit. They're dangerous. They're like, is this? Yeah. And I'm like, I'm looking around. I'm like, I can't sleep tonight because I have to sleep with one eye open because I don't know. Yeah. I don't know what's what. Now, they did allow me to sleep inside the kind of the office gate. Yeah, like the compound pretty much. They allowed me to sleep in there, and so I just slept on the floor there.
Yeah, dude. It was like you were the last person trying to cross, or there were other people there that were kind of in the same situation.
It was actually the border was pretty quiet. It wasn't a busy border. But there was even when I went to them, when I got there was still trucks in line. So there were still people coming in. I mean, exiting the country.
Yeah.
So the border was open, and all they had to do was just stamp my passport and get to the next side. That's all they had to do was stamp my passport. And for some reason, I don't know, man. I don't know if they did it on purpose. I don't know if they were doing other stuff. I don't know. I saw them running around. The guys had my passport in his hand for like 30 minutes. And I was like, what is he doing? He just needs to stamp my passport. So, that's probably my worst border experience I've ever had. So
yeah, and they didn't bring any coffee or donuts in the morning.
No coffee, no donuts, man. No coffee, no donuts.
So what happened in the morning? Did they just open up? We're open, stamp, have a good day, or?
Yep, they just stamped it and that was it. See you later. I was like, oh my god, you guys really suck because all you had to do was do that. That's all you had to do was just stamp my passport, and they didn't stamp it.
And I assume, people could. Is there like a fence? I mean, like people, if you were to go a mile in either direction of the border, could you just cross? And
that's actually a good question. I'm not too sure. I'm sure there's areas that you can cross over that are not protected. I'm pretty sure.
Because I'm just like, wow, it's obviously if you don't have a stamp in your passport, you get stopped and checked. They'll, that'll be some issue there. But it's such a, that's a down. I mean, we're so fortunate in the U.S. that we get to yell and scream and flip things over.
yeah, I know. We can throw tantrums and it will be all right.
Man. And so the morning you get across, you're there. I mean, you go full gas just to burn off some steam, or because now you got to still put yourself back together, right?
Yeah, man. I mean, the next morning I got up and the guys like handing my passport, so I ended up just crossing the border and just making my way north again. So. And now here I am in Brazzaville, sweating, and I'm just sweating right now because I told you, but I got malaria.
Yeah. So, let's talk about that. When do you think you contracted, and how? I mean, I saw you playing in some water on your IG videos and stuff like that.
Yeah. Honestly, I don't know when I got it. I mean, I've been getting bit up by mosquitoes like crazy. So mosquitoes are I believe mosquitoes are the only way you can get malaria.
I think so too.
And yeah, I was out at a restaurant yesterday, and I had coffee and I had 2 beers. Mind you, the beers were strong. And by like my second beer, I felt like I was on drugs. It was very, very weird. Like I was seeing shadows of the corners of my eye, and
wow,
I was being, when you're high, you're like, huh? You're like, you can get the like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so that's how I started feeling. I felt like I was on shrooms or something. I was like, what the hell is going on? And then I just got a massive headache, and then I got to my accommodation, and then all of a sudden I just like passed out on the bed.
Oh wow!
And then just woke up. I'm like, what happened? And I was drenched in. I had the shiver, the chills. I was just. I had a massive headache. My head was it was killing me, and I was like, you know what? This is not good. When you feel like this on this continent, that means something is really wrong. So this morning I ended up going to the clinic and I took a malaria test. Okay. And they were like, sure enough, yep, you got malaria, full blown.
And what do you is it antibiotics? Is it just time?
Yeah, so they gave me pills for the malaria to cure the malaria that I have now. They gave me pills to kill the bacteria. They gave me pills as a preventative. So it's like to prevent, I guess, to prevent me from getting it in the future, or to like it minimizes my chances of getting it in the future. So I had like maybe like 4 or 5 boxes of pills.
God, dude. Yeah. And you're gonna have, I mean, you need a waterproof something to carry that.
Yeah, I know. Seriously.
I can't get wet. Oh man. And is it, I don't know how much you want to say about how much you have to take, but like, is it like, 2 weeks and you're done and you keep it moving, or is it kind of like, one of these pills you're going to be taking 6 months from now still?
Yeah, no, it's honestly, it's pretty quick. I mean, the box, I have 2 boxes of the pills that kind of just cure the malaria. I got 2 boxes of those, and those last 7 days.
Okay.
Yeah, those last 7 days. And then I have the pills for the bacteria. I think those maybe like 4 days. So I think they're all within
10 days.
Yeah, 10 days or so.
That's good. And now, do you have to rest and stuff, or what does that mean for you? I mean, this is all you're still processing this, obviously, because you're just finding out about it. So, does that change your trajectory anyway?
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, like, I just been sweating. Like, it's just literally just been like, I could just be sitting here and I just got like a hot flash. I'm like, what's going on? And I could be sitting in front of the AC and then just like, again, just, and I'm just, at least my headache is gone, because the headache was really bad. Yeah, so that was pretty brutal. The headache was pretty. It reminded me of having elevation sickness, because I've had elevation sickness about 4 times already.
Oh wow!
So it's not a fun feeling.
Yeah. And do you have to stay hydrated and stuff like that, or
because I'm sweating so much, it's just I have to stay hydrated and just keep drinking water and stuff. So
okay. And how long do you think you're going to be in the Republic of Congo for?
Well, I think I'm going to leave Brazzaville tomorrow.
Okay.
So and my goal is to get to the border of Congo and Cameroon within the next 3 days. Yeah. And then the visa that I'm getting for Cameroon is the transit visa. So I'm just going to end up just riding through Cameroon. So I'm not going to really hang out too much in Cameroon, because thing is, honestly, I'm running out of time and I need to get to Europe. So the race is in July. So it's just like I need to get that. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say it's just you gas all the way through these places now, not too much hanging out. And you already have your Go ahead.
And I need to get to the UK so I can start training. So,
I see what you're saying. So, and how far up north do you need to get before you get to the UK?
Once they get to,
is it Morocco?
I'm gonna go. No, yeah, Morocco, but into Spain, Portugal. And then I'm going to head into Netherlands, and then from Netherlands, head over to the UK. Got
you. And then, so are you going kind of, I'm just looking at the map. Are you kind of going, I guess, northwest, or are you going to go closer to the coast and go up?
Yeah, I'm going to stay on the coast, stay along the coast the entire way.
A lot of countries to get through, man.
Yeah, I know. There's at least 15, man.
I'm looking at it like, I mean, there's green, so it's good. So it might not be, and so now, so where you are you getting your visas sorted out for all these countries there, or as many that have embassies?
Yeah. So the countries that have embassies in the cities that I'm staying in, I will take advantage of that and just, go to the embassy, fill out the forms, all that stuff. So, and they usually want a lot of stuff. They want like 5 passport photos. They want your bank statements. They want copies of everything. I think the Nigerian visa is probably the worst because they want you to have a letter from someone who lives there.
Oh wow!
An invitation letter.
Then you call Burna Boy.
Yeah, I know, right? Then they want like a letter stating the reason why you're going there. Then you have to apply for that visa at home. So I've heard people having to ship their passports home in order to apply for the visa, but I'm not going to ship my passport home. That's just
right.
Kind of stupid. So, and also I'm running out of pages in my passport. So
right. So I was going to ask, is there a port that you can like ferry up to Morocco and skip a lot of these places? Or
yeah, you can, but I don't want to though.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. I'd rather go through the countries.
Okay. All right.
But the visas you get on the passport are usually a sticker. So they just put a whole sticker that covers their entire page, which I think it's really stupid. But
yeah.
But I just met another traveler who he's running out of pages as well, and he just gave me a life hack. He was like, "Listen, if they put a sticker in your passport, just take a blow dryer and just heat the sticker up and just peel it off. Yeah, and then they'll give you more room for stamps.
Yeah. That's you're already out of that country, so yeah.
You don't need it anymore. Exactly.
No, you can put it in your notebook and say, "Look, this is where it is." That's interesting. I mean, I guess that makes sense than just putting a stamp in there because, you might have to use your exhaust to make that happen. But,
that's a good idea, actually. Use the exhaust.
Yeah. There you go. They'll have to run around looking for a blow dryer because you might have to go find someone.
I think that'll blow up on social media, man. If I use my exhaust to peel a sticker off of my passport, I think.
Yeah, I think so. All right, let's. We gotta do what we gotta do, man.
Yeah.
So, when do you think you will be? I know the race is in June. I think you're trying to get there in June. So, when you say you have to, get through 15 countries and so forth, what are you thinking? Like, by the end of May?
So actually, the race is July 21st.
Yep.
And that's in Romania. But I need to get to the UK to train. So what I'll probably do is try my best to cross into Spain from Morocco before June 1st.
Okay.
Because I want to give myself a month and a half to train.
Right.
And
how many miles in 2 months?
I'm not even thinking about that.
I'm looking at it like...
If I look at that, it's going to drive me crazy.
Yeah, and I guess it's probably the biggest holdup is going to be the visas, right?
Yes.
I mean, at this point, so you're gonna be at the mercy of them. Man, that's pretty wild. Man, sorry to hear that you're sick, but it's nothing too serious. Let's talk about the bike. How's the bike been? I mean, outside of the the malaria, how has life been?
Yeah, the bike's banged up. Yeah, it's getting banged up. So Like for instance, on the way to the border, I took a shortcut, and dropped the bike, fell in a rut, and I'm like dragging it all over the place to pick it up, and so it's just like the fairings everything is being held on by zip ties. My bike is completely held up by zip ties, everything. So every fairing that's on there is being held up by zip ties. The rear fairing is all broken.
Engine's good.
Engine's perfect. Engine is like the engine's spot on. There's no complaints about the engine. It's just cosmetics. It's the windshield is like chipping away, so that's breaking. But other than that, I mean, the bike itself is fine. Oh, I need tires. I
saw that. Yeah.
My tires are bad, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to find tires until maybe Nigeria.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm hoping that I won't start seeing the plies on the tire. So I'm hoping that I won't start seeing because if I start seeing the tires opening up, then that's no good. I've ridden to a point where you can see the plies running down the tires, so on the white lines. So, and I just hope that doesn't happen now because I don't know where I can get tires. I've been all over this city in Brazzaville trying to find tires, and everyone just laughs at me. So it's just like, we don't have this bike here. So I don't know. I mean, I've been communicating with some travelers who are heading south.
All right.
They're looking for tires as well. So I guess we'll find out if I can get tires, because the tires honestly is the most important, because right now my tires are so low, the treading is so low. It's dangerous right now.
Right. Yeah. You're not going to have the same grip to get yourself out of the situations that you're in. Yeah.
And also I still have no front brakes. So.
Oh, you don't?
No, I don't have front brakes. No, I don't have front brakes. I haven't had front brakes since Botswana. So.
Wow.
Yeah. So I've been riding the west coast of Africa with no front brakes.
Okay. All right. Hey, listen, man.
I had a guy in Zimbabwe try to fix it, failed. And no one else, honestly, there was no one else that could fix it. No one else can fix it, because it needs to be like a hydrolocked, compressed together.
Right. And like, as far as parts and stuff like that, is it, how is it, is it possible to get parts shipped into a country you're going to be at in the future to get? And I don't know how difficult getting through customs is.
Yeah. So the conclusion that I came down to was to just order the brake lines and have it shipped to Namibia. Right. Mm-hmm. So I contacted the company that I had the brake lines with, and they were really nice. They were like, yeah, we'll send them to you. And, they gave me like 80% off. They gave me a huge discount. Mm-hmm. This was back in, where are we? We're in March now. This happened in February. This was in February, like around February 20th. Mm-hmm. Those brake lines are still in customs.
Wow.
Yes. So I couldn't wait for them. I had to leave. I was like, I can't wait for these brakes, because they're never going to be released from customs. So they're just sitting there. So yes, you can ship them ahead. But I don't know if I'm going to get them. So
right.
Really annoying. Really annoying.
Wow. So. I mean, this is wild, but the internet is vast. I mean, it sounds like you would need somebody who's flying in to bring them with them, right? Mm-hmm. Kind of thing, to get whatever through, because if you ship through anything. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, and that's how they do it here as well. They a lot of times these countries will have someone who goes back and forth, and they might have like a place in Florida or something. They get to as I know South America, they do that a lot. So they usually has a guy that goes back and forth.
Right. Yeah.
And just you ship
Bring
it.
stuff.
You order your product to this particular address, and then you get it the following week because the guy goes back and forth every week. So
yeah, because I was going to say maybe you can do a post on social media that somebody who's traveling, because it's just getting it through the airport really, and then that's really it. That's it. Obviously we're not going to solve world's problems, countries, but that's one of the biggest issues with shipping, man, getting products that we need as consumers. That's just being held up.
Yeah,
I don't know why.
Yeah. It's stupid because also this is what I ordered was brake lines, and it was just a brake line. So for them to look at, because the situation was they wanted to open it and look in there and see and inspect it.
Yeah.
So which means that they thought it was suspicious, or they thought that maybe, hey, this is a random pick. This is like, let's just pick this one.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's a brake line. It's not like it's not a big box or anything like that.
Anything. Yeah. A cylinder head, nothing. And do you think it's a matter of maybe they're looking to be, for lack of a better word, paid off? I mean, I've heard stories even, trying to get things out of custom in Jamaica. So
yeah. I think I mean, honestly, if I probably went to the shipping yard or wherever it comes in, and I don't know, talk to them about it and said, hey, here's $20,
Yeah.
Can you get this out? So I don't know. Maybe that could have worked. I don't know. But I did it through FedEx, and that's the thing. Like I ordered it through FedEx. They shipped it via FedEx.
Yeah, and so what does FedEx do in situations like that? They just, I mean, they can't. Do they close it off as delivery once it gets to custom, or is it?
Well, I think when it comes to customs, it's kind of out of their hands. They don't. Yeah. They can't really. It doesn't get to them yet. So
yeah. Well, hopefully you get to Nigeria, man, because they probably have they do have more bustling towns and cities. So hopefully they'll have a bike shop that sell parts that give you everything you need. I mean, I do know some people in Nigeria from music and stuff like that. So we could talk off here and try to figure something out, like reach out to them if need be, and see if they can do anything because they're still there. But no, that is the logistics parts of it is wild. And
also, I think the thing is, like, when you live in countries like that, that's just what you have to deal with all the time.
Yeah.
So if you order something, you and I are so accustomed to, clicking a button, Amazon, boom, is at your door like the same day, So like, whereas like, you're out there and it's just like, you got to wait a week. And then once it gets there, that it's here. It's in customs. It's in the country. Yeah. And you got to wait another week. And you're just like, why do I have to wait another week? It's here, also, like, what if this thing was extremely important and it was time sensitive? It's just like, but they don't really look at it that way.
Hey man, it is really important. It's front brakes, man. I mean, you used to using the rear brakes now, but
I think
a lot of people might have just parked their bike up.
I think I've learned how to operate with just the rear brakes. I mean, honestly, when you ride off road, it's mainly rear brakes.
Yeah, I can see that.
But I mean, I'm not riding off road the whole time, but I do get nervous about fast-paced roads with just my rear brake. Also, you start to realize how much you use your front brakes when you are doing little maneuvers like moving the bike. You know, like if it's in neutral and you're on the side of it and you're just rolling it back, and you don't have front brakes to stop it, I have to put it in gear really quick and then let the clutch out. So, like, I can't hit the front brake because I don't have front brakes. It's like little things like that, or if I'm at a stoplight. You know, I try to keep it in gear because it's just easier to just keep it in gear and then go versus like put it in neutral and just like chill, you know, sit there. It's just because if I do that, I might just roll back.
Right. Yeah, right. Oh, you have to have 1 foot on the brake.
One foot up on the brake. Yeah. Dude, so it's just funny how you start to understand like what the small things that you use the front brakes for when you're doing stuff. You're just like, where's the front? I don't have front brakes. Now you gotta put it in gear and then let the clutch out. So,
well, I mean, at least you don't have to find ways to work out.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Oh man. So okay, cool, man. I guess we're gonna be wrapping up pretty soon. I don't know if there's anything else that you might want to mention since the last time we spoke that we haven't gotten a chance to, even though we talked about a lot.
We talk about a lot, man. I think that's pretty much it. I mean, there's probably maybe some other things that might have happened that I can't really remember off the top of my head.
All right. So I guess I gotta have one last question. I mean, are you having fun?
Oh man. I mean, there was a certain point where I wasn't having fun. There was a certain point where I wasn't having fun. But I think that was because there was just a lot going on in my life outside of travel.
Yeah.
And there was just a lot of things I was dealing with. So it got to the point where just like, what am I doing? Why am I out here? I don't, you know, like, but now that I'm moving forward and I'm heading north, and I'm getting closer to my goal and getting to Europe, I think it's getting a lot better now. Yeah. Because before I was just kind of stagnant in Namibia, you know, waiting for stuff. And, you know, I did like a loop from Namibia, Botswana, Zimbabwe, and all that stuff. And then I came back to Namibia, and then I had to sit and wait in Namibia for the breaks. And yeah, there were just things that were happening that I was just like, you know, like, what am I doing? But now that I've gone through Angola, I've gone through DRC, I'm in the Republic of Congo now, heading to Cameroon in a few days. So like I feel like I'm gaining some ground and I'm making things happen. So.
Hey man, life without challenge wouldn't be fun. So
that's right. That's right.
You know, I'm glad to hear it's all coming together and stuff like that. And I want to thank you for coming on, man, and tell people how they can find you, and you'll definitely be on again.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me. So my social media platforms is NomadOn2Wheels. That's my Instagram. My YouTube is NomadOn2Wheels as well. I also have a GoFundMe if you guys would like to support. The links to the GoFundMe is in my social media. So it's in both my YouTube and my Instagram as well. So
there you go. NomadOn2Wheels. Thank you for coming on, man. Peace.
Thank you, man. See you later.